Join me as I make a cranberry muffin cake.
Welcome to White Shadow Fare. Make it homemade and make it with love.
Start by preheating your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. To a large bowl, add 1 cup of sugar and 12 tablespoons of very soft butter. You're going to cream this together well for 2 minutes. Stop every once in a while and scrape down the bowl. You want this mixture to become very light and fluffy. If you haven't already done so, please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. Here you can see it's starting to change color a little bit and get lighter in texture. The sugar is melting into the butter. And at this point, we're going to add some eggs. So you need 2 room temperature eggs. You're going to add them one at a time, beating in between each one. You just want the egg to become completely incorporated. Now I'm adding my second egg. Here you can see that it's really changed texture. One teaspoon of vanilla extract. You need 1 teaspoon each of baking powder and baking soda and a half a teaspoon of salt. Now this cake is going to be very lightly sweet. It's not sweet like a dessert cake. It is much more the texture and the flavor of a morning muffin. Right, to this I am going to add 1 cup of plain Greek yogurt or sour cream. In a past video I showed you that I make my own Greek yogurt, and that's what I've decided to use here, but sour cream works just as well. Blend that in completely. So you're going to add 2 cups of flour. I'm adding the first cup, mixing it in well, and then adding the second cup. And as you can see, this recipe will have you using your spatula to scrape down the bowl an awful lot. Now you need 1½ cups of fresh cranberries that you have rinsed. And then from that second cup of flour, I took about a tablespoon and tossed it in with the cranberries. Put the second cup of flour into the bowl. And once all of the flour has been combined into our batter, we're going to fold in those cranberries. Now, fresh cranberries are only available October through December. So if you don't have any on hand, you can always find some in the freezer department, but this time of year I buy a couple of bags and stick them in the freezer for baking later on in the year, and this is exactly what I'll be serving on Thanksgiving morning for breakfast. So I'm preparing a tube pan, but you can also use a Bundt pan for this mixture. And I'm just showing you that I like to parchment line my tube pan. It just ensures that everything's going to come out easier. So here I spray a little bit of cooking spray down. It holds the parchment in place, and then I put some of that spray that has flour added to it. And now I'm spreading out my batter. And this is going to bake for a long time, 50 to 65 minutes. You just want to make sure a toothpick inserted comes out clean. Your oven should have been nice and preheated, and when it comes out, you need to cool it for 15 minutes, keeping it in the pan. And after the 15 minutes in the pan, you can remove it from the pan and let it cool the rest of the way. So this is lightly sweet. It's got the bursts of that really tart cranberries. Absolutely delicious. I just love cranberries, so I make a lot of things with them. Perfect for breakfast, snack, dessert. Once again, not overly sweet. Remember, those cranberries only fresh October through December, so buy a couple of bags, make something fabulous. Thank you for joining me here at White Shadow Fair.